All right, here we go, boys and girls. Back when this car was really stock, it had a mini spool in it. We did it because it was quick, easy, and we didn't have to find somebody who welded because at the time we weren't actually resourceful with welding. That all has changed. But I was just up here looking for some parts, and I was digging through these old diffs here. And oh, well, looky what I found. This is a mini spool. When that car was mostly stock and had pretty stock horsepower, see what happens to the corners. And here's one of the blocks. You can see this one has some pretty hard wear on it. In the video, it might not be as apparent as if you're actually looking at this in person, but the metal is pretty distorted, and that's with 75 140 synthetic gear oil too, so that's the most fluid cushion that it can have. So to add to the argument, yes, you can use a mini spool. This one never broke, even when that car had a supercharger on it, but it did start to break or chip away. So it never completely failed, but here's the other side right here. Yep, so all that stuff is also floating around with the ring and pinion. So yes, you can use a mini spool. Yes, it'll work for a while, like 1 year, maybe a handful of events, maybe 10 trips to the track in that year. And or it could just fail all at once. It could take out your ring and pinion if a big chunk like that comes off and is floating around in the gear oil. So yes, you can do it, but in this case, welding is actually better. And there's your report from Skidiot's garage. Drift Rebels, let's go! Oh, and one more thing I forgot to mention. When you use a mini spool, you have to use an open carrier, so your stock track lock limited slip carrier won't even work. So you have to change the whole carrier to use a mini spool that's gonna break. So don't do it. Weld that.